How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Joker-esque IPA hopeful goodness in the form of Pariah Brewing. It's their Smylex IPA. Yeah, I love this can art. Yeah, because it reminds me of Jack Nicholson Joker. Heath Ledger, awesome. It's probably one of the best performances in the history of fucking New Age cinema. There's something about the old school kind of Jack Nicholson Joker that really kind of tickles me pink. That was the Batman of my era, so I dig on that. And this kind of reminds me of that. Plus, they talk about Smylex a lot in that actual movie. They don't really talk about it in the newer one. So anyway, let's dive into it, sucker. What else does it say on here? It says, new and delicious Pariah products with our new secret ingredient, redacted. Now let's go over to our blind taste test. Oh, it doesn't look that happy. You've been using brand X. Okay, but with this new Pariah brand, we get grain, we get a grin again and again. That luscious tan, that ruby lips, the hair color so natural. Only your Undertaker knows for sure. I know what you're saying. Where can I get these fine new items? Well, that's the gag. Chances are you bought them already. So remember, put on a happy face. So basically, they ripped the whole verbiage of, for those that haven't seen the Tim Burton Batman movies, you know, they're putting Smylex in basically the chemical in all the products in Gotham, and then they're going to release Smylex gas, which kind of triggers that chemical, and they're kind of do like the Joker does a commercial, kind of takes over the airwaves, and that's kind of the whole spiel he kind of gives out in the commercial. Very cool stuff. So I didn't even read that. It kind of, you know, adds a little bit more fun-tasticness to it. So yeah, usually at this point I talk about liking the label. You guys already know that I like the label, so let's see if I like the beer. This is the second Pariah beer. Never had these guys before, never heard of them. They kind of reached out and sent me some beers. I've seen that they sent a couple people in the beer tubing community, some too, so it's, you know, you should see their beers kind of floating out and about. But as far as the first one went, was quite nice. I dug it. See if this one has a little bit more kick to it, though. Index finger, or pinky finger, no, that's a, you know, pinky finger of a rich, creamy, soapy-edged, tight, compact bubble hazy. So you're definitely going the hazy portion of the show here, IPA-wise. Let's see what the nose has. Oh, man, that smells really, really good. OJ vibe for days, son. Yeah, big, huge OJ component to it. And there's almost, I don't think there's anything as far as like vanilla or lactose in here, but I'm getting a soft, kind of sweetened version of that. I assume that's just a big, hefty oat addition. Man, it's like enriched. And by that I mean it's above regular OJ, but it's below Sunny D. There's an actual added sweetness to it, so it's this rich, vibrant citrus fruit. That's all I can really get in there. I mean, there is a green component in the back, but it's just OJ for days. Just punch me in the face with that little bump of sweetness in there. I dig it. I'm just going to dive in. Cheers. That's creepy. It's super drinkable, super chuggable. It's got this really soft, creamy mouthfeel to it, but then it has this added kind of, I don't want to call it watery, and I don't want to call it thin, because both those are negative connotations. This kind of easily drinkableness to it, that it just goes, it's almost like a thinness, but since you start with that big creamy component, it doesn't come off as thin. It just kind of shoots down your throat hole and makes you want to sip more. That's the whole creepy drinkable portion of the show. Hey, because it's not thin. It's just so easy. Goes down easy, babe. And you're just washed with all those OJ vibes I was talking about earlier. It's just rich, like almost like a mixed medley of citrus fruit, OJ style, leading the way. Super rich, super vibrant. Like I said, a little extra sweet than what you'd expect from a base kind of orange juice, but it's not that kind of lactose thing. That's that added just residual sugar thing probably coming into play, but it works really well with this beer. Then you have the bittering component on there. It definitely comes off a little bit hop green, a little bit of pithy bitteriness in there, but enough to where it's showy, but doesn't get in the way of that fruit sweetness of the beer, and definitely enough to kind of help balance out the beer perceptually in order to make it just something that drinks pretty damn fucking delicious. Yeah, like I said, the first one I did from them, it was quite nice. It just lacked a little bit of oomph, a little bit of a chutzpah, a little bit of, what do they call it, je ne sais quoi? Is that the right word I'm using there? But this one kind of shows and proves above what the other one was. This is really good stuff. This might be one of the best New England style IPAs I've had west of the Mississippi. That's kind of, you know, I've had a couple good ones too. Yeah, nice, rich, robust, impactful where it needs to be, super drinkable where it needs to be. Just really fucking good stuff. Like, really good. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better hazies I've had as of late. Absolutely. Yes, it's up there. Maybe, you know, it might not be number one, but it's eking up there. This is probably one of the better, you know, up there with the Hop Butchers of the world, up there with some of the EQ beers I have had. This is kind of up there in that kind of level of new school deliciousness. Value and availability, no idea. They sent it to me, lucky like that. So maybe somebody out there can clue me in on as far as price and availability out there on the West Coast and leave you with, if you like, what will you like this beer. If you like your hazies, baby, sure, you're going to get some bitterness, so it might not be that true knockout, all bitterness kind of thing, but what you're getting is really delicious, really well made, super drinkable, super chuggable, and just goddamn tasty. That's a good thing. So yeah, if you like tasty, you'll like this. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little Pariah beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Wait till they get a load of me. Is that what he says? Cheers.